Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I think it's time to move on to another series of theme builds. And in this case, I think the best thing for us to do is to take a suggestion that I had gotten from another viewer, and let's do a series of themed builds in the vein of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Now, we all know the theme of that. Every nation has an element associated to it. Every element has a form of martial arts associated to it. That's pretty clearly where this game's ideas came from. I don't necessarily see that as a bad thing. It's just a thing. And hopefully none of you find that to be particularly appalling. So, what are we going to do for the run? Well, for starters, why don't we go ahead and grab the necessary gem? If we're going to do all fire, we may as well do this right. Alright, so we can do this one of two ways. We can go with a series of spells that already inflict high damage, or go with a series of spells that rack up multiple hits, as each of those will be boosted by Nev's Ruby. Now, the obvious method is to go for things that are going to just hit hard. But that's not necessarily the only things that are useful with this setup. So why not split the difference? We're gonna go with Bouncing Blaze, Blazing Lariat. Then we should go with probably Flare Rush. And then we're going to round this off. Let's see, there's any number of good ideas, but I think Flame Fusion is the one that's going to get the most work done. And because we are running kind of jack of all trades sort of thing, I think the Hope Robe will work out just fine. Not just because of its color, but because it boosts both attack power and critical damage, or critical hit chance. Overall, I would say this is going to be a fairly well-rounded run. I think that's an idea that suits the Fire Nation nicely. And, you know, they can't always have a comet coming in overhead that amplifies their powers, so they have to rely on being normal people sometimes. Alright. So while I'm waiting for Nox to play nice with me, I hope you guys have been having a fantastic few days. I know the last couple of days I've not had anything to upload, or I should say one day I haven't had anything to upload. Yeah, Tuesdays and Saturdays tend to be busy days for me, and if I'm not at work, I tend to have things going on. When I am at work, then I typically only have time to record one video. There are, of course, times in which that's different. But I've been working out a schedule to do recording with, and it's been working out. Obviously, the schedule right now is Wizard of Legend and Elden Ring. So hopefully you guys don't have too many problems with that as the schedule. Things are, of course, subject to change if something comes up that makes the idea difficult. And I am, of course, going to have to be checking my capture card to see to it that that the thing actually works, and I can record footage for Tears of the Kingdom. Oh, we're in trouble. Die already. Oof, okay, that was a rather difficult opening room, like, good lord. But obviously we chose to do Zeal first because we wanted to knock out the one that was going to give us the most trouble. And because she resists all of our damage types, since we only have one damage type, I figured it would be best to come here and, you know, get trapped up against a wall and let ghouls, you know, gnaw my face off. It's a good plan, isn't it? You know, just get out of doing mono elemental runs by losing all of them. Obviously, that wasn't the idea. Okay, well, we can go ahead and give Nocturne Flame Fusion, since we can just pick up the upgrade to it. And this will hopefully get us at least one other fire elemental spell. Like Fractal Flare. Obviously, I'm only going to be taking fire-based spells, because, you know, what would be the point if I could just take whatever I want? It wouldn't be a challenge run at that point, now would it? Now, the obvious problem we're going to have is going to be at the end. Wow. But it's going to be at the end where we have to put up with Atlas and his mooks, who of course are absurdly strong. So I'm hoping that by the time we get there, we're nice and powerful, so I don't have as much to worry about. Alright, what do we have here? Well, interestingly, we've got a nice fiery fairy to help us out, and Pathfinder's Knapsack will help us stay healthy. I would consider the Noxious Dapper Cap, but it's just going to make things difficult. I will buy that, though. I got up buttons there. Now, obviously, the things that we would really like to find would be the Royal Flush and just about anything else that can boost our damage. Since we've got a pretty good defensive relic, or would you consider it defensive or more about sustainability? I guess it doesn't really matter in the long run, does it? I've had about enough of you. Go away. Alright, gonna give me something fiery. Ah, you suck. But he did give me some extra money. And of course, the piggy bank we can just hold on to until we need either a health boost or we need the money that it has. But of course, we have to save up for that. Now, going back to the obvious, Avatar: The Last Airbender thing with this, the most obvious firebender that everyone will probably associate the run with is Zuko, because he's the character that goes through the most growth and development. At first, wanting to capture Aang and turn him into the Fire Lord to fulfill his purpose, so to speak. And then afterwards realizing, no, I should be helping Aang. So he is a character that goes through a lot of growth and change. I think a lot of people respect that. But I think the character from the Fire Nation that a lot of us really like alongside him is Uncle Iroh. Which, by the way, if they're supposed to be kind of modeled after a Japanese nation, which, by the way, I don't know if that's the case, but considering the names, shouldn't it be Iroh? I mean, it's not a big deal to me, I'm just pointing it out because details. But regardless of how you pronounce his name, he is very much the wizened teacher character. I hate you all. I just want you to understand that. I hate you all. Oh my god, stop. Yeah, this floor is just kicking my ass. Alright, I'm gonna grab that. This will hopefully help with further sustainability. Okay, not a fan of the Flame Seekers, but it is another fire-based spell, and, beggars can't be choosers. Because if you try to be a choosing beggar, you end up on a subreddit. And they are not very kind to you. Good lord, I am just getting destroyed. Well, that is free attack power, and I will never turn that down. God damn, 393 damage. Jeez, you can tell I'm a little out of practice. This is what I get when I don't play Wizard of Legend for one day. All of a sudden, everything just goes to pot. Hey. I guess you could equate Flame Empress Zeal to Azula. Though Flame Empress Zeal never learns how to bend lightning, so take that for what it's worth. And, you know, if she does, that's clearly not stated in any lore that I've seen. Ow. Not that there is a ton of lore for Wizard of Legend, which I think is a crying shame. Alright, so we need one more fire-based spell. And the upgrade for Bouncing Blaze, and we should be pretty golden after that. I really see no reason not to do the upgrade now. Yes, I'm aware it puts me on kind of low health, but that's why I've got the Pathfinder's Knapsack and the Raspberry Cookie Box. Okay, now I'm kind of in trouble. With my health being what it is, it's time to play it a little bit slower and a bit more carefully. I don't know if that's going to be helpful. Okay, well, we got one of the things we were looking for. We got the Bouncing Blaze upgrade. Ow. Okay, we still need one more fire-based spell. Okay, that did not go the direction it was supposed to. Come on, play nice, controller. Yeah, well, that was useful. Glad I summoned those guys. Really helped me out in a pinch. Okay, so... Bye. And let's just real quick get the rest of the map percentage. And now we go. Alright, still looking to get Nev's Ruby activated. Sometimes it takes a little bit, and unfortunately sometimes it doesn't happen at all. So we just gotta look out for any opportunities we can to grab that last Arcana that we need to have a full Nev's Ruby run. In the meantime, try to stay out of too much trouble. Hello, you got anything I'd like? Why, yes, you do. lightning mages are a real problem. And then again, so is a room full of archers. Especially if their attacks are staggered. Okay. Can we stop with the constant danger? And the obvious answer to that question is no, because otherwise you wouldn't have a Wizard of Legend run, now would you? If you weren't in constant danger, this would basically just be Animal Crossing with wizards. That's not what y'all signed up to see. Which, by the way, is it just me, or are there a lot of, like, life sim games coming out recently? And I would like to be a bit less cynical about that, but we all know it's because of the popularity of Stardew Valley. Which, I mean, there already was a popular life sim before Stardew Valley. It was Harvest Moon. Which, of course, became Story of Seasons, and the original Harvest Moons. Well, let's just say the IP hasn't been doing well recently. I mean, Signature Charge is nice, but not exactly a big draw at the moment. Okay, well, it's looking more and more like we might not be able to activate Nev's Ruby. I'm hoping that I'm wrong about that. But you never know, we've got a few more opportunities to get one more fire-based Arcana. Otherwise, we don't get to be the true Avatar of Fire. And yes, I know there's no such thing as an avatar of one element in The Last Airbender. The whole point of that show is that the one avatar that exists at a time is able to use all the elements. You know, basically the grand elemental master of their world. That's what the avatar gets to be. Or if you want to look at it another way, they get to be an average black mage. Well, I guess that's not entirely true. Because black mages traditionally don't get access to martial arts. Like I said, traditionally. And there we go. You guys gonna drop a fire elemental spell? Ooh, nice. Alright, we are now the Lord of Fire. We are Merilith. We are Rubicant. We are insert other fire fiend's name here. I guess you could say Azula, but nah, screw that bitch. Excuse me, what? that's not gonna help. It would have helped in the last floor, but no, we couldn't have it then. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I just remembered, Firewall can block projectiles, so let's use it. Okay, we grab this for sure. Alright, let's go ahead and drop the piggy bank now. Make ourselves wealthy. Then grab the Assassin's Blade. Go away. Yes, this is feeling much better. Ooh, Flame Cleaver. Well, I definitely want it over the Flame Seekers. Whether or not that will actually be a useful acquisition has yet to be seen. I guess I could put it over Fractal Flare, but I really like Fractal Flare. It's like a personal favorite. Go away. There, that's better. Oh, hello, Doctor. Hold on. Let's spend a little bit of money on these bubbles that we're not going to ever cast. And this does what? Potion discounts. Kinda don't need that. There we go. And we're back. I'm actually kind of digging Firewall here. This is neat. Okay, you guys are pissing me off. Alright, can you stop with the seeking attacks? Go eat a bag of dicks. That was stupid. Alright, I've made a few really dumb mistakes. So here's hoping that we can come back. Well, we're not exactly in a horrible position, I just don't like making really dumb mistakes. Okay, a little late for that. Oh, and now you've got an ignition drive. Again, I like it, but I'm pretty much set at this point. Okay, can we stop with the damn poison? You guys are pissing me off. And again, going through this floor always puts me on edge. Wow, Firewall. You're beautiful. Okay, at this point we can get rid of this to pick up the Stygian Turtle Shell. Really want me to have that insulated vest, don't you? You think I'm just gonna go back to the land of thunderstorms? Come on now. Oh, I look like I'm playing Final Fantasy X? Get out of here with that shit. Ugh. Atlas. He always beats me. Like, it's not even fair half the time. And that is why you never underestimate Atlas and his goons. Atlas maybe, but his goons, definitely not. They've got homing attacks, they've got poisonous attacks, they've got powerful attacks, they've got attacks that tie you up and poison you, and little thorns that dig into your flesh and do unspeakable things to your nervous system. Oh, I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. Well, anyway, not a great start for not a great start for Avatar Week, but that's okay. We'll bring this back, I'm sure of it. And if not, it just gives me something to work on. Not entirely awful, so that having been said, thank you all very much for watching. I appreciate your continued support. I appreciate you coming to spend some of your free time with me, and I hope you had fun. I wish you a wonderful day or night wherever you may happen to be, and I'll catch you in the next one. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and take care, everybody.